Welcome back to Tom's Garage. Ooh, what a pretty day. Not a cloud in the sky. I know y'all just love my weather reports. Today, Cub Cadet Ultima ZT1. We're just gonna do a good annual service on this one. That's what we'll do. Yep. Kohler 7000 series KT 725 Kohler. Yeah. Oil change, air filter, fuel filter, oil filter, sharpen the blades. Give it a greasing wherever we can. And one thing I noticed, man, you know, the first thing you do when you hop on one of these zero turns is you want to grab the seat. Look at that. Well, I about ended up on my ear. Ooh, look at that. Look at that. That ain't no good. I gotta fix that seat for her. Somebody's gonna get hurt. I can imagine cutting a big old yard with this and the seat comes off. Yeah. Y'all hang with, fellas. We're gonna get busy and we're going to do an annual service. Y'all hang with. First thing I'm gonna do is get this seat off here. Unplug this safety switch. Get this seat off so I can find some bolts to go in this thing. Looks like a 5/16 18 bolt. Oh, let's see. Let me dig around for a couple of the bolts. What do we have? Well, I want to find some nice shiny new ones. These may be long enough right here. Let's see if these bolts fit in there. They do. So it is a 5/16 bolt. Let me hit pause. I'm gonna go find some a little bit longer bolts. A little bit longer. Pow, perfect length. Lock washers, flat washers. Well, here we go. She's not very tall, so I'm going to try to, oops, just lost that one. I'm going to try to move it forward a little bit. I can see where the bolts used to be in this front hole right here, so that's where we'll put it. All right, let me grab my little impact and run them things down and get that sucker tight. All right, that's good enough. Gooder than enough. Plug this back in. Make sure you don't bend these little tabs. Yeah. There we go. Safe. All right, I already had it running to get a little warm so I can get it had it running when I got it on the table. Go ahead and get the oil draining. Let's drain some oil. Let's drain some oil. Let me raise it up a little bit. So I don't have to bend down. Bend over to do it. Okay. Stroke. About 5 times usually enough vacuum to slurp it all out. Now we'll get that oil filter off. Where is it going to drain if I get it on the bodywork? It's going to drain right on top of that PTO clutch. Good Lord, there's no easy way to do that without making a mess. Whew. Yep. Oh, God, why you gotta be so tight? I think Hercules put this filter on. Good grief. It's moving a little bit. Man. Whew. Phew. Good grief. Ugh. Get rid of this extension on there. It's right up against that roll bar. Mercy, that thing was tight. Whew. Sometimes they're over tight and sometimes they're not tight at all. I'm gonna make a mess doing this. There's no easy way to get to it. I'm gonna go ahead and stuff a couple of rags under the frame on top of that PTO because it's gonna get oil all over the belt. All over the PTO clutch. I just know it. Stuff that way back there. Can't even get my special doohickey in here. I'm gonna have to do this real fast. Yeah, there we go. Oh. Yep. Well, you know, I could have had the other oil filter ready to go. Now I gotta go over on the shelf and get it. But that's gonna be a 12050-01 Earl filter. Yup. Oh, Lordy, Lordy. Go and get these oily rags out of here. That mess cleaned up. All right, I didn't get a single drop of oil anywhere I didn't want it to go. Now let me get all this oil off my hands so I can give a tighten to that oil filter. Now I got oil over and I can't get a good grip on it. There we go. I believe that's going to be tight enough. There we go. There we go. Don't get it too tight. She ought to be pert near empty now. I'm gonna go fill my oil jug. I'll put this up before I dribble oil everywhere. Whew. Got it handed to me by an oil filter early in the morning. All right, let me hit pause, go refill my oil jug, be right back. Alrighty. Fill her up, fill her up. She'll hold a good 2 quarts. See, what I did was I got 2 marks on this. I got 2 lines. I know how many quarts it's got in there. Let me stop just shy. Give it a minute to settle. Let me hit pause while it settles. Alrighty. Let's check the Earl. Y'all didn't see that while I had the camera paused. I dropped that old oil filter. Made a good mess in the floorboard. I tracked that stuff all over the shop. I'm dead. Let's see where we are on the dipstick. We are right at full. It'll probably take the rest of that. So what I'm gonna do is crank it, let it run for a few seconds. All right, parking brake on, everything good. Alrighty, while I let that settle back down, I'm gonna replace that fuel filter. Then I'll crank it back up. After check the oil. Let me get a good bite on this thing. This thing's gonna be hard to get off. I can just feel myself busting my elbow. Boy, that is a tight filter. Good grief. I may have to cut it off. Ugh. Woo. I just don't have the strength for this. Move this camera before I hit it with my elbow. Let me lower this camera down so you can see my struggle. The struggle is real. That thing is not budging. Whew. What do I do with my pliers? Let me get this. See if this side over here come off any easier. That way I can get a better angle on it. Woo. Come on. Look at that. I haven't budged that a bit. Whew. May have to take it off right there and put it in the vise. Man, goodness. Sometimes they slide off and sometimes they come off for nothing. How much room do we have? I'm just going to take and cut that. That's ridiculous. Ooh, life is too short. Where's the end of it? Right about there. It can spare that much. Woo! I win. Yeah, you can see it had a little bit of nastiness in the bottom of it. Woo! I am. Uh-oh. Money. Pow! 24,050. 13. Whew, I gotta catch my breath. Got whooped by a fuel filter. There's the arrow right there. Yeah, that's fine. It was able to spare some fuel line. Come here, little clamp. Get it right there. Get that one right there. Put it back in this little holder. All right. All right. Whew. Now we can check the Earl. Now that it's been settling for a minute or two. And by golly, she's just a little bit under full. Yeah, just a little under. Okay. If I keep checking it, it's just gonna make it lower and lower. That ought to be good. Let that dribble. Put the dipstick back in it. I'm gonna crank it again and let that fuel filter fill up. Let it fill up. Filter filled right up. Well, that'll do it. Whew. Now we'll let that oil settle back down. We'll check it one last time to see where the exact level is. Let's check this air flitter. Yeah, I'd say that's just a little crusty. Yeah, she gets a new air filter. Dig one off the shelf over here. I tell you, I moved all my air filters to the top shelf. Now I can't reach none of them. I got to move them again. I got to get my little pickers just to reach my air filters. 3208309 air filter. Yep. Well, I tell you, today just feels just like a Saturday. Happy Good Friday, everybody. Happy Good Friday. It feels like a Saturday. I can't believe the mail ran on Good Friday. I know all the government offices are closed. I don't know why the post office is open. Bringing me a bill on Good Friday. Get on there, air filter. There you go. Nope. There you go. 1 and 2 and 1 and 2. Okay. Let's check the oil one last little time. I bet I got it just a little over full, which ain't gonna hurt it. Yeah, just a little tiny tad over full, that's fine. Yeah, that's good. Okay. Okay. Up and away. Now we'll put her a new set of sprint plugs in it. Well, I tell you, this thing's kind of hard to work on with all these bars and framework everywhere. Gold tip spark plug, champion. That ain't good. What did I do with it? There it is, right there in my, I got it in my hand. Couldn't find it because I had it in my hand. Rotary. What is Rotary doing selling gold tip spark plugs? Huh. Let's see, we'll come over to this side. Pull this plug out. Had to get an extra long extension. Extra long extension. Well, I can't get it in there because of the angle. Get rid of the extensions. Ooh, that wasn't even tight. Wasn't even tight. I got oil all over my spark plug socket. I can't get a hold of it. All right, Rotary. Over here and grab a couple of NGKs. Pow. Check the gap. Looks good. Start it by finger. Build the crush sleeve, crush and stop. Give me the click. There you go. Now we'll come back around here. Put this plug back in this side. Looks good. I say that, then I hit it. Give me the click. There you go. Good enough. Okay, spark plugs, oil filter, fuel filter, air filter, filter. I believe we're pretty good. Okay. Now, she mentioned over here that she has a plug in the sidewall. This thing's been sitting here in the shop all week long and has not lost 1 pound of air pressure. I believe that's just okay right there. I believe that's okay. Okay, get a good look at her here and take a gander. Now I'm going to get her off the table. Put the front wheels on the table, get it jacked up in the front so I can get the blades off and sharpen her blades. Take a gander at her belts and pulleys. Boy, look at that. Golly. We're gonna have to clean this deck. That thing is absolutely caked. Yeah, let's do that. Where's the little dial? So I can way over there. Let me get her down so I can get on it and lower that deck. Okay. Yeah, it's nice that seat's fixed now. First time I climbed on this thing, I grabbed that seat, thought it was going to support me, and it went. And I about went with it. Everything's covered in pollen. Okay. Boy, look how caked up that deck is. Boy, that's a fire hazard. You can't even get to the belt. Ooh. I'm gonna hit pause. I'm gonna pull these 2 covers off and we're just gonna clean this deck. That's what we're gonna do. Y'all hang loose. Okay, let's pull these covers off. Oh, that is not good. I think she's got like a big horse farm kind of thing, and she cuts a lot of grass, big fields with this thing, and that's why it's got so much stuff caked on it. I don't even know what shape her blades are in. Yeah, they're pretty dull, but they're good. A lot of times they'll leave a area where you can get your grease gun in there if they've got grease fittings, but it's worthless because you have to take the covers off anyway to get all the debris out of it. Can't even get in there and do it. Oh, look at that. Ooh-wee. Ooh-wee. Man, look at that. Oh. Golly. Well, let's go over here and get this other cover off and see what kind of shape it's in. Got my back hurting already. I can get to that one with the impact. That's what I ought to do. Yeah, you can just see the grass just coming out of it right there. Craftsman right there is pretty good. I think it's a 72 tooth. Just hear it. That's a good little wrench. Boy, I wore my old one out. You know who you are, and I appreciate it. Ooh, I can't stay on the nut. Whew. Well, I'll tell you, I am tired already. Whoa, look at that. Wow. Good grief. Whew. Well, y'all know the drill. Y'all know the drill. Get the trash can out. Well, let me grab my little prop bar, use it as a poker. Use it as a shovel. Whew, man alive. Look at that. I wonder this thing didn't catch on fire. Belt rubbing that thing like that. Golly, you can't even get it out from under it. Ugh. Whew. What a mess. What a mess. As soon as I get the majority of it here, I'm going to get my wet vac out and hit it with the dry vac. Well, that'll make it cause it to build up heat and ruin them bearings too. Wow. Let me grab my dry vac. Wet vac, dry vac, whatever you call it. Hold your ears, man. This is gonna be loud. Okay, moving over to the other side. My goodness. What is this, wrapped up between them pulleys? Wrapped up in them belt? My goodness. Uh-oh. Money. Alrighty, got the deck nice and clean and got the covers back on. That was a mess. Look at this. 45-gallon trash can, and it's about a third full. That's a lot of stuff. That is a lot of stuff here, boy. All right, let me get this thing on the ground, pull it off the table, put the front wheels on the table, raise it up, get the blades off, get them sharp, and give it a good washing. And I believe we're going to be done with it. I believe. Okay. Tired all the time. Okay, let's get these blades off. Raise it up. What a good place to go. Right there. All right. Alrighty. Boy, that is some dull blades right there. Woo. Woo. Dull little blade. I'm running out of battery power. I'm gonna hit pause while I sharpen these blades. Be right back. Okay, blades are back on. And that's a service on a Ultima ZT1 42-inch Cub Cadet. Cub Cadetter with a 725 7000 series Kohler engine. Whew. I'm gonna take it out in the driveway and give it a good washing. I picked it up on a cold, rainy old day. And now it's in the 70s. Well, boys and girls, thanks for watching another Tom W video. I love you and I need you. Y'all enjoy your Good Friday. Tell somebody I love them. Y'all be good. Love you guys. See y'all on the next one.